Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you will receive alerts when there are new episodes. Go get it.
That's what I tell them. I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals. I go out and I go get it. How to code, that's all I know. I don't succeed, then I don't breathe. Success, what does it mean? If I conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles. Compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles. Go take care of your business. Success Chronicles. It's deeper than just winning. Success Chronicles.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chip Baker coming to you with a session with my guy, Mr. Jose Flores, and just a hangout and highlight session. Great guy, blessed and fortunate to achieve some really cool things, and man, is making an awesome positive difference in our world. And I'm so thankful to have him on. So first off, man, thanks so much for taking the time to hang out with me.
Wow, man, thank you for having me, man, and exposing me to your audience, man. I'm excited to rock and roll with you today, man, and have a good time.
Well, let's get it, man. Well, before we get started, man, let's just dive into who you are. Who is Jose Flores? Let us know, the audience know who you are and what it is that you do.
Yeah, man. Well, absolutely. If you don't know who I am a global motivator, international motivational speaker, #1 best-selling author, and mindset disruptor. That's right, the mindset disruptor. And the reason why, all those other titles are cool, but the reason why I coined myself the mindset disruptor is because obviously if you guys are watching this, you see I'm in a wheelchair. If you're listening to this, I'm in a wheelchair. And it's due to a condition that I was born with called spinal muscular atrophy. And basically what that does is the older I get, the weaker my muscles get. And the doctor said that by the age of 15, I would end up in a wheelchair. And they weren't even expecting me to live past my teenage years. So you can imagine just getting that type of news alone is like, man, what are you going to do now?
Yeah.
What type of life are you going to live? What do you have to look forward to? And so, my whole life, even up until this day, I'm not paralyzed. I can still feel everything and move everything. It's just that my muscles are weak because the older I get, the weaker they get. And so every so often, even, up until now, and by the way, the doctor said I wasn't going to be here. They weren't expecting me to live past my teenage years, but this year I celebrated my 43rd birthday, my brother. So
That's awesome, man.
I'm excited about that. Yeah. Right. And so, every couple of years I feel a shifting in my body of decreased mobility. So it gets harder for me to do things physically. So when I was younger, man, I was a firecracker. I was able to walk and run and ride bike and throw rocks and play sports. And I lived a really great young childhood. I had a great childhood. But then when I got into my high school years, that's when, the condition really started to take its toll over my body. And so man. So not only did I have to learn how to adapt and adjust physically all these years, I've had to learn how to adapt and adjust mentally. And be able to keep that positive mental attitude and that attitude of gratitude and just being thankful that I get to live another day. And, I went from asking that question, why me, God, to understanding that this is a part of my purpose and saying, why not me? And really going after life and using the wheelchair and my condition as leverage to get me into places and in front of people that normally I wouldn't have access to them, right? And because I have a positive attitude and I'm always smiling and I'm always upbeat and bring the positive vibes, people are attracted to that and they recognize that and they either want to get connected with me or they allow me to get connected with them because of the energy that I bring. And so that's why I'm the mindset disruptor, man. So I'm just excited to be alive, man. Every day that I wake up and I get to, even now with the coronavirus, right, it's something that attacks people's breathing. And so every day that I get up and I get to go and take a deep breath on my own, no ventilator, no machines hooked up, man, I'm excited for life, man.
That's good stuff and a great journey, a great story. And, and I know you and your background, but man, it's awesome how you maneuver and operate through and just share, like you said, the positive vibes and the attitude of gratitude and the smile, it's infectious, man.
Yeah, man. It's contagious, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you have a book that you recently put out, but man, it's doing great things. Talk to us a little bit about your book.
Yeah, man. So I wrote the book. This is the book right here. I just wrote the book. It's called "Don't Let Your Struggle Become Your Standard: How to Be Indispensable Even When the Odds Are Stacked Against You." And the great Les Brown wrote the foreword to the book. And for those of you who don't know Les Brown, you probably living under a rock somewhere, but he's one of
the great Les Brown.
Yeah, the great Les Brown. He's one of the best to ever do personal development, motivational speaking. He's my coach, my mentor, my spiritual pops. I love him like crazy. But he wrote the foreword to the book. And the funny thing, Chip, is that I wrote this book 2.5 years ago. And one of the reasons why I wrote the book is because, man, you talk about struggling through life, brother. I mean, I think that I'm one of the people out there that's the epitome of having to go through some struggle, man. My parents divorced when I was 2 years old. My dad died when I was 10 from, he was into drugs. Then I lose my ability to walk at 22. And I mean, that's like a perfect formula for somebody to just want to throw the towel in, right?
Yeah.
You know? And so it was tough, man. And even now, to this day, I struggle because I live life in a wheelchair. It's not easy, man, and I can't, it's not like I'm in a chair, but I'm paralyzed from the waist down, and I have all the upper body strength like you see some people have that push their wheelchairs. Like my body is like from head to toe, like the muscles are weak, right? The muscles are weak. So I used to be able to, like, you saw how I had to lift my book up just to show you, like, I can still lift my arm up and move to a certain extent, but I can't lift my arms above my head. And there's a lot of things that I can't do. And that was, man, what was keeping me stuck for so many years, was that I was always focusing on the things that I can't do and the things that I didn't have and the capabilities that I wasn't able to use. And it wasn't until I changed that mindset and that thinking process, man, and started focusing on what I can do and what I am good at and what I am capable of, that my life really started to take a turn for the better. And so I wrote this book 2.5 years ago, and who would have thought that 2.5 years later we'd be experiencing coronavirus? The whole planet is experiencing it, struggling with it. People have lost jobs, lost loved ones, companies have been closed, like all type of different scenarios and situations. So I just think that the title, man, is so fitting for such a time as this, right? Like, don't let your struggle become your standard, because every person has experienced some level of struggle due to the coronavirus, right? Everyone. Maybe some very extensive and maybe not so extensive, but at some level we've experienced some type of struggle. And so this year, man, this book made the top 20 books to read this summer on Forbes, USA Today, Yahoo Finance, ABC, Fox. And just, it's been amazing, man, how this year, when we're all dealing with coronavirus, how it's been getting so much attention. And on top of that, I'm Puerto Rican. I'm born and raised in the Bronx, New York, from Hispanic descent, Puerto Rican descent. And so everybody, man, was asking me, man, you don't have the Spanish version? Man, you don't have the Spanish version? And I was like, nah, not yet, man. Nah, it's coming soon. It's coming soon. And I finally, man, got the Spanish version of the book. I launched it last week, and I made #1 bestseller on Amazon. Due to everybody's support. So thank you to everybody who supported the project, because you guys helped me get to the #1 spot. It's still in the top 100 right now in so many different categories, but it's amazing, man. And the English version was a bestseller as well. But it was exciting to see that the Spanish version made #1 bestseller in personal development and self-help in the Spanish category. So, man, I'm just excited about that. That's going next year in 2021. My goal is to hit South America in person and do some live events when things kind of get a little bit back to normal as far as that's concerned. And I want to just go hit up, man, Latin America and make impact, man. I'm international already. I've been to Canada, been to Puerto Rico, I've been to Bahamas, different places. And so, but I want to hit up Latin America because that's my culture, man. Those are my people. So I want to be able to make massive impact down there as well.
Man, I love it, man. It's one key thing that you said that really stuck out to me, and that I'm big on too, is, our focus. Our focus. We don't need to focus on what we can't do.
That's
we
right.
need to just, be grateful for what we can and can do, and focus on that.
That's right.
And really, when you're able to do that and you allow your mindset to do that, man, I was going to say the sky's the limit, but really there is no limit.
There is no limit, man. I'm always saying that there is no limit.
Yeah. Like there's no limit, man. Like, and you, like you said, you're a true testament of that. You could have just said, hey, I'm just going to throw the towel in. I'm done.
Yeah, man.
It
had been very easy for me to do that. And people would have probably understood why I did it. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the fact that I keep going, man, the fact that I don't let my struggle become my standard. The fact that I won't stop until I win. The fact that, I'm going to go and attack life and get everything that I want out of life. It speaks volumes, not only to people who deal with physical disabilities or have a physical limitation or even a mental challenge, but also physical able-bodied people that have the ability to move and go and come and live independent and do whatever they want when they want physically wise. It motivates them too, because they're like, man, well, if this guy's in a wheelchair and he's doing all of that, man, what the heck is my excuse?
Yeah. No excuses.
You know what I mean?
None.
Yeah, so it's funny because one of my, Les Brown, he calls me the motivator to the motivators. And one of my other mentors, Tim Grover, if you guys don't know who Tim Grover is, he's the personal coach and trainer for Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade. He was just in Michael Jordan's Netflix documentary called The Last Dance. And he's the guy who really took Michael Jordan to the next level. So he's one of my coaches and mentors also. And he says he just wrote a best-selling book too called Relentless. And he was like, Jose is the definition of relentless. He's the epitome of what, having that mental toughness is. And he said one thing that really stuck with me, man, and I use it as part of my slogan a lot. And he said, when the mind decides, everything else follows. When the mind decides, everything else follows. And I think that we downplay how powerful our minds and our mindsets really are, because we really are in control, to have and to live the type of life that we really want to live, and it all starts and ends in the mind. And so if you're watching this, man, and you're trying to, like, you're working at a job and you're unfulfilled and you can't stand the 9 to 5 and you wish you could do your own thing, or if you're working your 9 to 5, but you're trying to get to the next level and climb that corporate ladder, man, I want to let you know that it is possible. As long as you put in the work, man, like Chip's hat says, man, go get it. You know what I mean? That's his brand. Go and get it.
Get it.
Life is full of abundance, man. There's no scarcity out there. I mean, we live on one of the best in one of the best countries on the planet, and we live in a planet that's full of a million and one resources. So there's no reason why we can't all go and get it, right? It's just how bad you want it.
I love it. Well, man, before we get off, if you don't mind sharing with the audience where they can go follow you and check you out and show you some love and get that book.
Yeah, absolutely, my brother. They can check my website out, joseinspires.com. You can get a signed copy if you get it through my website. I'll go ahead and sign it for you, ship it out, have my team ship it out. But you can also get it on Amazon as well. Just type in Jose Flores or Don't Let Your Struggle Become Your Standard and it'll pop up. But there's other resources and services and products on my site as well. Actually, I just released right in the beginning of the pandemic online digital course. Is called the Mindset Takeover Mastery. You can check that out at mindsettakeover.com. Because if you want to take over any area of your life, if you want to go and take over everything that's out there for you, you got to take over your mind first. So I went ahead and created this online digital course, mindsettakeover.com. Check that out. But you can also follow me on every social media platform that there is out there at Jose Inspires. Very easy, very uniform. You can Google me. I pop up. And I just want to let you guys know that when I was younger, I didn't have that coach. I didn't have that mentor. I didn't have that person in my corner telling me, hey, don't go this way, don't go that way, do this, do that. Obviously outside of your parents, they always want the best for you, but I'm talking about that outside mentor, coach that really can push you to that next level. So if I can be that for you, definitely reach out to me. Follow my social media for daily inspiration and motivation, encouragement, because I'm very active on all platforms. So if I can do that for you, I would love that opportunity. And hit me up.
Well, I can truly say that Jose definitely inspires. And, man, just, again, like I said when I started, just an amazing man, doing amazing things. And so I wish you continued success in everything that you have going on. And again, thanks for taking the time to hang out.
Yeah, man, absolutely, my brother. Thank you. Keep on going and getting everything you want to, Chip. And for your audience members as well, go and get it, baby.
Let's go get it. Well, again, thank you. And thank you guys for checking out this episode. We'll see you next time. God bless. Go get it.